All right, let's begin with the video. And don't forget two things. One, the title of the video is literally on the screen, and the channel is on the screen. And we have a free gift for you guys, 20 dark tactics to make a woman fall in love. You can check it out by clicking on the description down below where it says get your free gift. And don't forget, guys, it's right there, the title. People ask me, why don't you put the link? Well, because the title is on the video, man. All right, let's start.
Girls, hey baby, before you turn the date, make sure you get the money from the trick first.
All right, let's start here.
What is the purpose of that? Well, the purpose of that is because, if you're going to deal with somebody to know that they're serious or know that they really value, they had to give you the purse first. And that's what that was all about. It's called a choosing fee. But in life, we see multiple things where you have to pay up first. A lot of people, even, in the prostitution game, most guys that's in the game, they tell their girls, hey, baby, before you turn the date, make sure you get the money from the trick first. There's a reason why you want to get the money from the trick first, because you don't want that broad to have a date with a trick, and then all of a sudden, after she had a date with the trick say, I ain't going to pay you.
Yeah, that's
but if
crazy.
she got the money up front and she turned the date, at least you know that it was a fair exchange, because a fair exchange is not a robbery. So when a P or a pimp see a woman and she says she want to be with him, in a pimp's mind is that I got to meet on my Peter. The longer you stay, the longer you have to pay. So in his mind, he feels that he got to get paid for his times in the service, because he feels that he's working with some top flight gang. And that top flight gang generally is what navigates the young ladies that's in the lifestyle. When they got instructions, the bigger the instructions, the bigger the productions. A lot of times these women, they come to the game and they don't know nothing. They don't have a clue and don't know what to do. But it's that savvy, slick, smart player that giving them instructions. Say, hey, look here, when you're out there on the date, take this razor blade, put it under your wig. If a trick try to rob you, take the razor blade, cut him between his eyes, let the blood drip off into his eyeballs, and he's gonna blind him. Or if you turn the date, go and turn the date in an expensive hotel, because if the trick tries something, he'd be less likely to try something if he feel that there's cameras in the hotel and that this is an upscale hotel and they value their customers' security. Also, you might tell a broad, hey, look here, if you turn the date, always tell the trick that your family member is next door or your family member is somewhere in the close proximity.
Here's the thing: is that the more rules you give people, the more they value you. I watch these videos not to teach guys how to be pimps, but to lower the intensity, big time, not to lower the criminality, so that you guys can use it in your lives. And the truth is that cults do this a lot. By the way, guys, I'm not gonna pause it as much, and we'll see what happens. If the channel gets strike down, I'm gonna blame all you guys. I'm gonna blame all you guys. But cults demand a lot of money from their followers, not because they want their money, even though they do, but also because the more you give, the more devoted you are. The more rules and rituals you have, the more devoted you are to the person who is telling you to do that, because you're creating yes ladders. So that's why having self-respect and telling women and putting them in their place when they disrespect you is not something being wrong, but it's your chance to shine as a man. You tell a woman, yo, I want you to be on time. I want you to dress nice and don't talk to me like that. Basic human shit. But when a woman is beautiful, they're not told that. They're not told that. Like I had a woman who she got the biggest titties on the planet, bro. But she kept the first date 40 minutes late. I'm like, look, I like you. But if you do this again, we're not seeing each other again. Okay? I'm just letting you know. We're not seeing each other again. Next date, 30 minutes late. I left. She texts me, hey, what's going on? No, absolutely not. No. You were testing me. You're here to fuck with men. You're the type of woman that's the only way for you to go out with a guy is a guy who's a bitch. That's the only way. You got to understand, some women you cannot change. And you observe that by your rules and seeing whether or not they're willing to accept it. Some women are just too masculine. right? So I like this, man. You got to value yourself, and you value yourself not by, oh my God, I value myself. You value yourself by having standards and telling her about it. And if she doesn't, you get the hell out. But some of you guys are just too sex crazed. Some of you guys are too nice. This is what I tell you guys. Check out my course, Nice Guy. You won't go from a black guy or from a white guy to a black guy, but you will develop that self-respect through learning how to be assertive. Let's continue with the video.
So if the trick get crazy, you can bang on the wall and say, "Sister, come help me." These are just little things
That's really
that
smart.
a pimp might tell his girl because, truth be told, he can't be there with her on the date. He's not turning the date with her. She's turning the date on her own. But these seem like some very simple things to do. They seem like something that anybody can come up with. You don't need to be a mad scientist to come up with that, and that's true. That is very true. You know what I'm saying, me? But, you know, until a woman understand and get the game, she going to feel that this the best information in the world, and she's willing to pay for that. In my book, The 48 Laws of Game, in chapter 1, page 7, I say in life, what is expensive seems valuable, and what's available for free seems worthless. You, you've heard that no one buys the cow when the milk is free. But what they don't tell you is that after a while, no one even wants the free milk. If a woman can try you before she buy you, as B.B. King said, the thrill is gone. In life, what is expensive seems valuable. When you think about value, the question that you want to ask in reference to value is, why would I buy a Mona Lisa? And why would I pay $1 million for a Mona Lisa? Well, what makes a Mona Lisa so valuable, or a Picasso so valuable, is not that they are painting.
I like this
Because
guy.
anybody can duplicate a Mona Lisa or a Picasso
Wait.
easily. You got people that are
Wait, we gotta pause
artistic
this.
and they can duplicate it to the T. But what makes the Picasso and the Mona Lisa important and expensive is the mere fact, listen to what I'm saying, the mere fact that they rare. It is only one of a.
Wait a minute. Wait, Pimpin Ken. Wait, you can't play me like that, Pimpin Ken. Okay? You cannot talk shit about my painting, literally talking shit about my painting while I'm on camera with you guys. That's some bullshit. Yeah, that is funny, right? That is hilarious, though. But it is true, right? Nobody's buying this for $1 million. They'll buy this for $3,000, $4,000, but not $1 million. But also, it's because it's Leonardo, but also because people try to steal that painting. It became more expensive when they started noticing that people were literally trying to steal the painting. So when women see that other women are trying to get you, when women see that other women are trying to compete for you, you have that Mona Lisa effect. And sometimes it's not about getting women to try to take you from your girl. It's all about the illusion of it, right? It's all about just being around. Like, for example, yesterday I had my art event, right? Let me show you guys how it went, right? I had my art event. And again, like I always tell you guys, I say this because I respect the people who I who come, because a lot of them are my friends, and some of them are not, but we're still cool. But let me show you guys right here. But when you do this, it's just you have a higher likelihood that's my art page. Guys, I know I if you guys want to learn how to do this, it's really easy, honestly. And it was, oh shit, 1 second. Right? That's how it went. See that? Well, that was the last one. And when you do these events, women go. It's mostly women that go to these things, right? Look at that. So I'm not just talking to shit. I applied this, and when you do this, women see that other women are around you, and they're gonna assume that they like you. It's just the assumption that they like you. That's all you need. You don't need to be banging the whole fucking brothel, right? All you need to do is create the illusion that other women want you, and then all of a sudden you seem like you have higher value. And also, let me tell you something. Don't have sex with the girl on the first date, even if you could. Let her wait. Oh my God, I love making women wait. Let them wait. I call that small dick game. When you have a small dick, guys with small dicks wait a little bit longer to have sex with that so that the woman develops feelings, and then you give her the small dick. And that's actually a strategy that genuinely works. Let's continue with the video. I'll talk about that in my core start game.
Kind. There's only one Mona Lisa. That's why it's worth about $40 million. Picasso only has several paintings, and he's the only one that can paint or painted it in the era and time that he painted, that it's too worth millions and millions of dollars. So when a person is of value like a Floyd Mayweather, and you look at a Pacquiao, or you look at some of the lesser fighters that they fought, you know when Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather went into the ring, instinctively the value went up because there's only one Floyd Mayweather. There's only one Floyd Mayweather that's undefeated. There's only
He made
one
himself scarce.
Pacquiao, who's an Asian, small dude that's beating up on big old, what I wouldn't say they big, but beating up on black dudes and white dudes and Mexicans and knocking them out in the ring. So therefore, when they go into the ring, they get millions and millions and millions and sometimes billions of dollars because of the value that has been created around their name. Me, Pimpin Ken, at the time, Ken Ivy, I did what I did so well that if a woman wanted to be with me, my choosing fee was $2,500. But I take it $1,250 at a time. But it was $2,500 because I felt that, just to sit down with me and to be exposed to the game that I have, the natural game, that you had to pay me. You had to pay me handsomely. You had to pay me dearly. So a lot of women, when they came to me, they would give me the $2,500 as a choosing fee. And they would pay me.
Let's go to the 40-year laws of power, actually. And you could apply this without having to charge them $2,000, right? Like, honestly, a way you could do this is just making them wait for sex. I'm not even kidding with you. It really hits at the woman's core. But let's see what Robert Greene has to say about
Too
this.
much circulation makes the price go down. The more you are seen and heard from, the more common you appear. If you are already established in a group, temporary withdrawal from it will make you more talked about, even more admired. You must learn when to leave, create value through scarcity. Law 17. Keep others in
This is another law
suspense.
that applies to
Cultivate
this.
an air of unpredictability.
You raise your price by being
Humans are
unpredictable.
creatures of habit, with an insatiable need to see familiarity in other people's actions. Your predictability gives them a sense of control. Turn the tables. Be deliberately unpredictable. Behavior that seems to have no consistency or purpose will keep them off balance, and they will wear themselves out trying to explain your moves. Taken to an extreme, this strategy can intimidate and terrorize.
Oh, yeah. We should go over the 40-year laws of power. That would be
$1,000 a
fun.
day
Let's continue with the
thereafter,
video. Let's put the
just to
screen
be
here.
with me. I know it sounds crazy. I know a lot of women, if you watch this, you probably say, I wouldn't give that man a penny.
You don't understand it then.
But you'd be surprised how many guys who do this and have done this on the daily. They get thousands and thousands of dollars just for a woman to be with them.
Because
there's some stimulating circumstances. First of all, a man of that stature is not going to be giving his cookies up free. He's not going to go around passing out wood. If a woman want to be with a real dude that's in the game that's really about the ism, he gonna make sure that she break him off something proper. That she come with a choosing fee. And if she with another guy, and she want to be with that guy, she got to make sure that she got a choosing fee. Because it's first, ass last. I say in the same chapter, if you think I'm handsome, pay my ransom. So
it's respect first, sex last. It's your ass is waiting and proving to me that you're gonna respect me before I give you the dick. Like you guys have no idea how powerful that is. But the problem is that a lot of y'all just don't have self-control. You guys are slaves to lust. Look, at one point, I was too. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I'm talking about it from a place of humbleness. I understand lust is difficult. A lot of you guys have no control over your emotions. You guys are I'm gonna be honest. A lot are gambling addicts. A lot do a lot of drugs, A lot of you guys cannot say no to pussy. A lot of you guys cannot wait for pussy, and that will betray you. I'm just gonna keep it real with you guys. That's gonna betray you. And so I tell you guys, check out that meditation retreat, dharma.org. Let me show you guys. It's a free meditation retreat. It'll give you the self-control that will make what I'm talking about and what Mr. Pimp over here is talking about seamless. Just go to this website. It's called Vipassana. It's for free. Check it out. You're gonna get some spirit. You go there, you're gonna get some spiritual baddies, some spiritual hoes in that, because there's some baddies over there. Oh, some baddies over there. And the beauty about it is that everyone looks good, but then come back even better looking because they all get skinny. So go check it out. Or like I tell you guys can check out my course, Emotional Mastery, because I've been doing Buddhist meditation for over 15 years and I've applied it. So go check it out. And if you don't like it, you could just get your money back.
You can't just be with somebody in the game who think they're handsome unless you pay their ransom. And that ransom can be anywhere from $2,500 to $25,000, depending on the individual. You know, I kept mine at $2,500 because I thought that was an easy fee to achieve. And then once you got with me, I'll level you up and give you some more game. You know, give you some motivation and inspiration. I should have to drop them excuses to pick up a purpose. You know, that's why a lot of women that was in my lifestyle, in my game, they got a lot of money because I taught them how to level up. I taught them how to run the trick up. And that's important. You know, but every guy don't have the game that I had. I went into the strip club. I showed women how to get bukus of money, thousands of dollars without never turning the date. They didn't sell pussy. They sold pussyality. And we'll get into that a little later. But right now, I want to just deal with the purse first, ass last, you know. And it says also in the same chapter, you don't want to earn your price. You want to cost it. You don't want to earn your price. You want to cost it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's very important. It says, this is the psychology behind the whole game. This is the psychology behind the whole game. Anything worth having, you must pay for up front. If you go to McDonald's and you order a 2-all beef patty, a special sauce, lettuce, pickles, onions, or a sesame seed bun, which is the Big Mac, you can order that window 1, but you would never get a Big Mac at window 1. You get the Big Mac at window 2. And that's why it's called purse first and ass last. You know, if you go and you order some insurance, although the insurance say you're going to get $100 million, you know, in the policy or $1 million in the policy, you're paying for the insurance your entire life. But it's purse first, ass last because you don't get the insurance until you die. People say, well, man, I know a lot of guys, they gigolos, and they be dicking bitches down, and bitches be paying them to dick them down. That's true. You got guys who use sex as a weapon, and women pay them, you know, some of them called gigolos. But those dudes are only temporary because I'd rather run out of dick before I run out of game.
This is why this is why a lot of guys struggle with the same thing. They have sex with a girl and the girl disappears. Well, then stop giving up your dick so quick, motherfucker. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Just wait a little longer. Wait, yo, I don't even kiss a girl on the first date. I learned that. I learned not even kissing her on the first date. If I know she wants to kiss me today, I'll kiss her 2 days from now. I'll bring her over, have some drinks, have her want me really badly, and then say, okay, I gotta go to sleep. She's like, what the is going on? This guy's so difficult. Kiss her, touch her on the next date, tell her to leave. Next time, kiss. Right? The slow game is a woman's kryptonite.
Because the dudes with the dictation and the ones who be trying to dictate a bitch through his dick and have sex, that's only temporary. But the dudes that have game, that shit almost lasts, you know, for 10 to 15 years, depending on the player. You know, so yeah, you can be a coxman, as we call it in the game. You know, you can be, you know, Romeo, you know what I mean? You can have, you know, the best wood in the world, you know what I'm saying? You can be busting their backs down. But that don't translate to money. I know guys that ain't never even touched. There's women that ain't never seen their penis and gave them millions of dollars. You know, that's why I said, you know, I'd rather run out of money, rather run out of dick, rather run out of all that shit before I run out of game. You know, game rules. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's called the 48 laws of game. And the first law of the game is purse first, ass last, as I have just enunciated to you. Now, there's going to be a lot of people that's going to disagree with what I'm saying. There's going to be a lot of people going to say, yeah, but, you know, my man, you know, he met this broad, he had sex with her, and, you know, she give him no money, and she stayed down with him for 10 years. Yeah, it might be that broad, but when you have principles and you forever live accordingly, and you play by the rules of the game, they don't make a difference what broad it is. The outcome is going to be the same. Like I said, in life, What is expensive seems valuable.
Seems
And what's
valuable, even though it
available for free seems worthless.
seems.
You heard that nobody buys the cow when the milk is free.
This guy's freaking Creflo dollars for he's Creflo dollar for pimps, bro.
Nobody buys the car when the milk is free. If you're giving away something free, you can't never expect an ROI, a return on your investment. When you buy these expensive suits, you buy these Cartiers, you know, you're looking really good, you driving good, smelling good, driving a new Fleetwood. That's an investment. You're looking for an ROI on your investment. You're looking to get paid to look good. That's why when you see pimps, they got the fancy cars, they got the fancy clothes, they're well groomed because that's what they selling.
I'm not groomed.
They selling the value of self. You know, they put value on themselves and they believe that they are valuable. And like I said, nobody wants to have sex with a woman and then she get off and walk away and you don't get no money. Because if that happened, as BB King says, the thrill is gone. You know what I'm saying? She's not thrilled anymore. She's not anxious. You know, you don't give her nothing to desire. She don't desire you anymore because there's nothing to desire. Why would I desire you when I can have you for free? And a lot of women take that into account. Now, for my more advanced students, I just want to say this to you. You know,
All right, so we're gonna pause this here and we're gonna finish this later on. Look, man, again, I don't like listening to the whole thing like this because again, it's just I don't know if I'll get copyrighted. But look, y'all are getting really mad at me for some reason. I never had a fan base just get so mad at hearing my voice. But I'll play along with you guys. You guys are watching my video, okay? I respect you guys. So we'll see how this works out. If it works out well, let me know in the comment section down below. Just say, if you liked it, just say, finally, motherfucker. Finally. And I'll go with it, man. I'll play with you guys and see what happens. No pause. But at the end of the day, it's really self-respect, man. It's showing her that I'm not free, boo-boo. I'm not free. I'm not free. I mean, I like it. Again, I'm not gonna charge her because I don't want to mix sex. Well, again, back in the pandemic, I saw some ladies of the night, right? But it makes sense. I totally understand it, and these principles apply to just not just game, but just dating in general. You know. Anyways, check if you guys want to learn how I meet women, how I apply these strategies, but in a more less intense way. Check out my course Dark Game by clicking on the description down below, and don't forget there's a free gift for all of you guys. By the way, it's true, man. I mean, I could get groomed, but my style is more of a hippie. You know, this is how it is. I'm not trying to get hoes.